So I'm all the time trying to find stories that encourage me and that may encourage others that I can share. I saw a video by a cigar maker named Rocky Patel. And he's not a long line of cigar makers like your Fuentes, Padrones, or whatever. He doesn't have a long history in it, but he had this passion to make cigars. And so in his video, he talks about how they do something a little different. They take this seed and they put it in these little cups, and it becomes this plant, and they put it in the nursery. And then what they do is they take them out of the nursery, which is what most people do, and they plant it in the ground. Sounds pretty common. But then he says, then they take this bush hog, or they take this tractor, and then they cut the tobacco plant. Now it's only about this tall, but they cut it. And the reason why they do that is they want it to depend upon the root. They want it to depend upon what's not seen. They want it to depend upon its source of the root, not on the outside. That way, because as it begins to grow, it becomes a stronger plant, and it's able to produce a greater yield of tobacco for them. And it's able to be a strong plant that endures hardships. Well, I got to thinking about that, and you know what? That's the way life is sometimes. Now, sometimes we don't plan the bush hog to come around and cut us down, okay? However, I've learned to be thankful for those bush hogs that have a tendency to cut my plant, so to speak, at its infancy stage, because what it's doing, it's teaching me how to depend upon the things on the inside of me. It's teaching me not to focus on what's on the outside, but to focus on what's inside, that root that's deep down on the inside, that dream, that vision, that passion, that idea, that inventive work, that song, that book, whatever the case may be. It teaches me to focus on that root on the inside of me. Let me tell you something, if you've got a dream and a passion, you're going to come across a lot of bush hoggers in your day, and they're going to try and cut your plant down to size. But if you learn to depend upon what's on the inside of you, if you learn to depend upon that root, if you learn to depend upon what's those little twigs that seem to reach down in the depths of your being. See, your dream should consume you. Your passion could consume every fiber of your being. You should wake up in the morning, and I mean it just consumes you can't wait to get up and pursue it. That's what roots are. And they go through the ground of your life, the ground of your soul. And they spread out, and they begin to anchor in. And see, that's what the root system does. It anchors into the ground so that when the storms of life come, it can't blow away the plant. And when the floods come, the tree is still there. And your dream and your passion should be like that, because you're going to have, like I said, a lot of bush hoggers come and try and cut your dream down to size. You can't do that. You don't understand. You don't have the education. You don't have the talent. You don't have the ability. You don't have this. You don't have that. Yeah, you may not, but at least you got root. And at least you've got desire. And at least you've got passion. And at least you've got a dream. And what I find out, most of the bush hoggers that come and try and tear us down, you know what? They don't have a dream. They do, but they don't see it. They do, but they don't even believe it for themselves. So you know what? We don't want anybody else to believe it for themselves either. But it's those bush hog moments that cause you not to look on what's on the outside, because there's going to be some days, I'm telling you, there's going to be some days where all you got is the dream. There's going to be some days where all you've got is the drive and the passion. There's going to be days when your finances don't seem like it's going to work out. It's going to be days when your relationships don't seem like they're going to work out, or anything is going to work out. Those are the challenges, not the struggles. Those are the challenges that you got to overcome. And how do you overcome them? You look deep inside yourself and you remember you got root. That dream is a root. That passion is a root. And it's designed to produce fruit. And your fruit is the result of your dream. Don't let any bush hogger, don't let anybody, even when they cut you down, don't let it discourage you. Just know you got root, because that's what it's designed to do, to make you stronger on the inside. And when struggles and tough times come, you look at them as challenges, and you know what? You say, I know it's real because it consumes me. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue on and continue on and continue on and continue on. And you know what? Before you know it, you'll be living the dream while others are cutting other people down because of their own jealousy, maybe whatever. And you know what you do with those kind of people? You bless them anyway. You don't talk about them. You just say, you know what, I bless you. I pray for you. And you know what, I hope you succeed in life and find your dream. That's when you know your root is healthy. That's when you know the root on the inside of you is really strong. That you can pray for those, bless those, encourage those, and hope they find it. Those that seem to cut other people down, you hope they find their dream. That's when you know your root is healthy. So here's the question, what's your dream?